We are going to be talking about the 4 types of instruments today. We're going to be only discussing the first type of instruments. The 4 families of instruments are the strings, the woodwinds, the brass winds, and the percussion. They each have their own type of setting. We're going to be talking about strings today. The strings make a sound with strings. The first instrument that we're going to be talking about is the violin. It is in the violin family. The violin has 4 strings and is played with a bow underneath the chin. The next instrument that is in the violin family is the viola. The viola is a little bit bigger than the violin, but is still played with a bow, and it is still put underneath the chin. It is also a little lower because it is a little bigger. The next instrument in the violin family is called the cello. The cello is a bigger instrument. It has to be set on the floor, and the cellist has to be sitting behind it and play about at their knees with a bow. A cello is also played with a bow. The next instrument in the violin family is the string bass, or double bass. It is so big and so tall that a person either has to sit on a stool or stand to be able to play it. A string bass is also played with a bow. It also has 4 strings. The next family of instruments we're going to be talking about is the strings, is the guitar. This first instrument is a ukulele. A ukulele is a small 4-stringed instrument that has a hole in the middle of it so that we can hear whenever the person plays the strings. That is called a tone hole. The next instrument in the family is called the acoustic guitar. The acoustic guitar also has a tone hole, but it has 6 strings and is played with 6 strings on its guitar. The next instrument in the guitar family is called electric guitar. The electric guitar has 6 strings, but it does not have a tone hole. It uses electricity to be able to make the sound with an amplifier through a speaker. The next instrument in the guitar family is the electric bass guitar. The electric bass guitar only has 4 strings. It also uses electricity and an amplifier to be able to make the sound speak. The strings are much longer, so the sound is much lower, kind of like a string bass. The next instrument that we're going to be talking about in this family is the harp. The harp uses several strings, but the strings are plucked from the side of both sides of the harp itself. A person has to sit or stand behind it to be able to play it. The next set of instruments is in the piano family. The first is called harpsichord. A harpsichord is one of the first types of pianos. The harpsichord was originally played with ebony keys, which is the black keys, on the bottom, and ivory keys up on the top. The sound was so harsh, though, they decided to change it, and when they changed it, they created the piano. The piano uses 88 strings, and you use the strings by hitting them with a hammer inside a felt hammer inside the piano. The last instrument that we're talking about in the string family is the pipe organ. Although the pipe organ does use air, the strings pull the keys to be able to make the sound. So we keep it with the string family. This is the string family. I will be showing you the winds and the brass winds next week.